writing the Java program, right? You guys can see this. Okay, guys, we have learned about how to write the first Java program. Then next, okay, how to compile the program, then how to execute the program. This is all what we discussed in the last. This is a basic first Java program. Now today you guys are going to learn. We are going to concentrate on knowing about keywords, identifiers, and data types. All these things I'm going to explain you now. Okay, sure. We are going to start with, okay? Right. Everybody understand that? Okay. First, I would like to start our discussion with the keywords, identifiers, and data types. All the three things I'm going to explain you first. Okay, come to the point. Basically, you take every language. Every language will provide some predefined words. Nothing but what they will provide some words, and they have already predefined meaning given by their programming language. Okay. See, for example, you take Java. Java is a language. So Java language provides some predefined, some keywords which have the predefined meaning. Keyword means it is a word which has a predefined meaning in the programming language. Okay. So if it is a predefined word, then we say that what it is a reserved word. That's why keywords are also called as reserved words. And you cannot use those words for your class names or for your variables names or for your methods names, because they have a predefined meaning, and that predefined meaning is given by the Java language. That's why you cannot use them like your variable name or your method name or your class name. They are called keywords, right? So when you take Java, in Java, you can find even approximately more than 55 keywords are available. Okay, right? Are you getting my point, right? Good. So try to understand this. Keyword means what? It is a word which has a predefined meaning given by the programming language. They are also called as reserved words. And you can just feel like keywords like a, while traveling on the road, you can find some road signs. For each road sign, when there is a curve, there is a sign. When there is a U-turn sign will be there. Okay, left turn, straight, right turn. Some road signs are there while traveling. Okay, they have already fixed meaning, right? They have a predefined meaning. Each sign have a meaning, and just you need to follow that, right? When you are while traveling or when you are driving, right? You should follow those meanings. You should follow the road signs. So those road signs are having fixed meaning. Similar to that, in programming languages also, each programming language will provide some keywords, and they are called reserved words, and they have some predefined meaning given by the programming language. And so you need to just use them, but you cannot, uh, change the meaning of them. That's what the meaning of it. They are all called as keywords. So when it comes to programming of Java, in Java, there are many keywords are available, approximately more than 55 keywords are available. From language to version of the language, some number of keywords may be added, some keywords may be deprecated. So that's why approximately we can say 55, more than 55 keywords are available in Java. Okay. So some of the keywords are like yesterday, if you want to create a class, then class is a keyword. If you want to create a package statement, package is a keyword. If you want an import statement, import is a keyword. Okay. Suppose you take a class keyword, for example, public is a keyword, static is a keyword. Okay. Import is a keyword, even package is a keyword. Okay. For is a keyword, while is a keyword, switch is a keyword, if is a keyword, return is a keyword. Okay. Break is a keyword, final keyword, many sir, etc. Just I'm telling, these are all called what? These are all called as keywords. Okay. So let me write some statement regarding keywords. Let us use a different color to start the statements. Am I clear with that? Did you guys understood about what I'm trying to say? Okay, now let's start this. So keywords, okay, are also called reserved words. Okay, so keywords are also called as reserved words, and these words have a predefined meaning defined by the programming language. Okay, have a predefined meaning given by the programming language or provided by the programming language, defined by the programming language. Okay, guys. Next, we will understand. You guys can, okay, you guys can understand. I'll tell you. They have a predefined meaning given by the programming language. They are actually called as keywords. Okay. Right. Next, you cannot use these keywords for your variables or methods or classes. Okay. For example, see, I'm telling you, I want to write a class like this now. Okay. Let me use paint. That is better. Okay, you guys can see this. Let's say, for example, for example, I say class. Okay. For example, I'm writing class. Okay. Let's say, for example, I'm writing the class name is any keyword I can use. Let's say, for example, I'm using class is a keyword. I know class followed by class name, right? For example, I'm writing class followed by class name is public. So can I use public as a class name? So I can't use the public as a class name because public is a keyword and you can't use it as your class name. It is a keyword. Keyword means you should not use it like your class name or your variable name or your method name. You can't use anything like that. This is invalid class. You can't use a class like this. So am I clear with that? Okay, am I clear with that? That's how you guys need to understand. Okay, right. Nice. Suppose I want to create a variable like this. One variable I'm creating like this. Int is a data type. Int is a data type. Let's say, for example, variable name is return equals to 10. What do you say, guys? What do you say? Is it a correct statement in Java? What do you say? Is it a correct statement in Java? What do you say? Very good. Answer is no. So why it is not a correct statement? Because return is a keyword. This is keyword, but you are using it as your variable name. Suppose if I write int, understand everybody, int quantity is equal to 10. This is correct. This is correct. Int quantity is equal to 10. This is correct. But int return is equal to 10. This is wrong. This is error. But this is correct. Okay, because this is keyword. You can't use a keyword for your variable name. Here my variable name is quantity. Quantity is not a keyword. So I can use it for my variable name. But return is a keyword. I cannot use it for my variable name. So I think I'm clear for these two statements for you guys, right? Good, good, good. I want to type. You cannot use the keywords, these keywords for your variables or methods or classes. Next. In Java, we have more than 55 keywords. Okay. Now, some examples I'm writing. Class is a keyword. Public is a keyword. Private is a keyword. Static is a keyword. Final is a keyword. Abstract keyword. Return keyword. Break is a keyword. Continue is a keyword. If keyword. Switch keyword. For. While. Okay, right? And just I'm writing. There are many keywords are there like this now. Volatile is a keyword. Okay. Transient is a keyword. You will learn all these things in further Java programming. Don't worry, etc. Dot dot. You guys got the point, right? You guys got the point. Class, public, private, static, final, abstract, return, blah blah blah. These are all called keywords. Next, we want to identify what are identifiers. We want to understand keywords, identifiers, and data types. Now coming to identifiers. See, identifier meaning it is a name assigned to the variable name or a method or a class in Java. It is called user-defined name. It's not like keyword. Keywords are having predefined meaning, right? Now this is user-defined name. User-defined name is called identifier. So you guys can understand this. Hope you guys can understand this. Okay, I'm talking about identifier. See, look at this. What is identifier? An identifier, okay, is a name assigned to a variable or a method or a class. Everybody get my point? Suppose, guys, understand this. Suppose I'm writing int quantity is equal to 10. Tell me what is the variable, what is the name I have assigned to the variable? What is the name I have assigned to the variable and what is the value I have assigned to the variable? Name I have assigned to the variable is quantity. Value I have assigned is 10. Now this quantity is a name assigned to the variable. So this is called what? Identifier. I repeat, this is called what? Identifier. Quantity is a identifier. Okay. For example, yesterday you have written a class like this. Class, my first program. Tell me, okay, you have written class like this yesterday. Tell me, what is the name assigned to the class? My first program is a name that you are assigning to the class. So this is your class name. It is a user-defined word. This is called identifier. Able to get my point? Everyone are able to get my point, guys? Okay, cool, nice. Try to understand this. Okay, try to understand this. Thanks. Please, everybody, try to give some reply. Okay, right. Next statement I want, right? Tell me, identifier is a predefined word or user-defined word? Okay, an identifier is a user-defined word. Is a user-defined word. It doesn't have any predefined meaning. It's a user-defined word. Oh, correct? Good. Next statement. Please understand. But you guys need to understand that if you want to write any user-defined words are called identifiers, you should follow some rules. Are you able to get my point? If you want to write any user-defined word, nothing but identifier, there is a rule that you need to follow. Not one rule. There are 4 or 5 rules are there. Now we are going to understand about rules for identifiers. Okay. Look at this. Rules for identifiers are, let's start with the first rule. Remember, when you write any identifier can contain letters, digits, underscore, and a dollar sign. Okay. It can contain what? Letters, digits, underscore, and a dollar sign. Means you cannot use any other special characters like at the rate symbol, exclamation symbol, hash symbol. Are you able to get my point? Okay. So you can't use any other special character. So tell me what the first rule? Okay. Suppose if I'm asking guys, I want to write a class name like this now. Class, let's say my class name is, okay, my class name is, let's say, uh, okay, some name I'm writing. My class name is hello at world. See, I want to create a Java class like this. Hello at the rate world. Guys, tell me, is it a valid identifier? Is it a valid identifier? What do you say, guys? What do you say? Is it a valid identifier means what do you say? No. You're right. No. Because just now I told you what it can contain. It can contain letters, uppercase or lowercase, any letter. Letters allowed. Digits are also allowed. Underscore symbol is allowed. And a dollar is allowed. But I am writing what? At the rate. It's not allowed. For example, I'm writing hello hash world. What do you say? Suppose I'm writing this one. What do you say, guys? Very good. Again, answer is not allowed. No, definitely no, not allowed. What do you say if I write? What do you say if I write? Hello, dollar world. What do you say? Is this class name is allowed or not allowed? Can I assign? Can I assign a class name like this? Hello, dollar world. Yeah, yes. Dollar is allowed. Yes, you're right. What about underscore? That is also allowed. Can I write? Okay, can I write hello? Please understand. Hello hyphen means dash. Hello dash world. Is it a valid class name? Answer is what? No. Very good. No. No. Because hyphen is not allowed. Underscore is allowed. You know the difference between hyphen and underscore symbol? Now this is hyphen symbol. but this is underscore symbol. Okay. So rule number 1 is clear. What is the rule number 1? Can contain letters A to Z, A to Z, any lowercase or uppercase, digits 0 to 9, underscore, the symbol of underscore, and dollar sign. Okay, dollar sign. So hope I'm clear for you. Can contain letters, digits, underscore, dollar sign. Guys, second, please understand. Cannot start with a digit. Okay, second rule is what? Cannot start with a digit. Okay, na? Any, either whether identifier means what? A name assigned to a variable or a method or a class. Let's say I'm creating a variable like this. Please understand. Let's say I'm creating a variable like this. Suppose I'm creating a variable called something int. Okay, please understand int. Okay, one speed is equal to 50. Int two speed equal to 120. Tell me, what do you say for these two? Here I'm assigning variable name as one speed. Here I'm assigning the variable name as two speed. What do you say? Answer is what? Is it valid or invalid? Exactly. Yes, you are right. It is invalid. It is invalid because it cannot start with a digit. Okay. I can write like this. See, I can do one thing. So I will remove one. I'll add one here. Speed one. Here I'll remove two. I'll add speed two. Now tell me, is it valid? Speed 1 is equal to 50. Speed 2 is equal to 120. Yes. Yes, you are right. It's valid. Very good, sir. Nice. Please follow like this. Thanks. Nice response. Okay. Good response. You're right. So cannot start with a digit. Next, third one. As I said already, but still again I'm writing. It cannot be a Java keyword. So can I use any keyword as a identifier? I told already it is no, right? We can't write. For example, once again I'm writing. For example, I want to write int. See, int class is equal to 5. Can I write int class is equal to 5? Can we do this? Is it allowed or not allowed? Answer is what? Not allowed. Yes, it is not. It is invalid. It's invalid. Okay, this is wrong. Why it is wrong? Because what is the name you are assigning to the variable here? Class. But class is a Java keyword. That's why it is error. This is error. Okay, guys, this is error. Sure. Okay, done. Now, fourth rule. Understand here, fourth rule. Cannot contain a white space character in the middle. Cannot contain a white space. Everybody try to understand now. Cannot contain a white space. That is also one rule. See, for example, assume that. For example, I'm writing my class name is hello space world. What's the name I'm assigning to the class here? What's the name I'm assigning to the class? I'm assigning hello space world to the class name. Is it valid or invalid? What do you say?
Invalid.
Invalid. You're right. Invalid because you are writing a space in the middle. So white space is allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. So that's why this is error. This is error. It is invalid. Okay, error. Cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4 completed. Fifth rule. Okay, fifth rule. Always remember. I told already, Java is case sensitive, right? So identifiers are also, these are the rules now. Case sensitive. Case sensitive. Are you able to get my point? Okay, case sensitive. What's the meaning of this? See, for example, if I'm creating a variable like this, int speed is equal to 50, int speed is equal to 50, 120. Tell me, is these two variables are same or different? Is the two variables are same or different? Speed 50, speed 120. Yes, they are different. You are right. They are different. Guys, they are different. Okay, because variables are, the identifiers are case sensitive. Okay, speed both are different, both are not equal. This is s in lower case, this is s in upper case. So basically what you understood now, you understood that they are case sensitive. Okay, right? These are the rules to be followed for identifiers. Okay, can contain letters, digits, underscore and dollar sign. Cannot start with a digit. You can start with anything else but not digit. Okay, I have a question to you. Can I write my variable name like this? Can I write my variable name? Okay, can I write my variable name? Int underscore speed 1 equals to 150 underscore speed 2 equal to 120. Can I do this? Can I able to write like this? Yes. Yes, it's correct. It is correct. Underscore is okay. Cannot start with a digit. You should not start with a digit. You can start with a dollar. You can start with underscore. No issue. But don't start with a digit. Okay. Underscore is okay. Okay. Even I can write like this. Dollar underscore speed 1. Dollar underscore speed 2. Am I clear? Now tell me, is my two variables are correct or wrong? Can I create a variable like this? Yes. Yes. You're right. Yes, we can do this. You're right. You're right. We can do this. Why not? So hope you guys, okay, hope you guys have understood about what I'm trying to say, guys. Am I clear with you guys, everyone? Okay, thanks. So you guys got to know, what are the rules to be followed for identifiers. Okay. This is not a mandatory rule, but optional rule. I'm writing. Whenever you write an identifier, make sure that it is having some meaning, which means should be descriptive. Okay. See, suppose I want to create a variable. Please understand. I want to create a variable called, let's say, for example, a variable name is total students. Or let's say, for example, I want to create a variable called max speed. Suppose I'm creating variable int m1 is equal to, okay, int m1 is equal to, let's say, 220. Actually, my requirement is what? I want to create a variable called max speed. Okay, max speed. For example, I'm writing m1 is equal to, or ms is equal to 120 or 220. Tell me, is it a descriptive? Suppose if I look at your code, if you create a variable called EMS, then I can't understand that you are creating a max speed value of 220. I can't understand that. Very good. So that's why it should be descriptive. Means don't create like this. Whenever you are writing any class name, when you are assigning a name to the class, or when you assign a name to the variable, or when you assign any name to the method, make sure that you provide a descriptive name. For example, like write like this: max speed is equal to 220. Now everybody can understand because it is very descriptive word. Very good. Am I clear with all these things, guys? So guys, these are the rules to follow for identifiers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, na? Can contain letters, digits, underscore, and dollar sign. Can start with a cannot start with a digit. Okay, cannot be a Java keyword. Cannot contain a white space. Case sensitive. And make sure that your identifier is a descriptive. Is everybody is getting this point? Okay, na? Right. Please try to understand this. We are going to look forward to discuss about more things. Okay, some examples I am writing here. Examples. Just I'm writing examples. Let's say same examples. Int underscore speed underscore speed 1 is equal to 80 underscore speed 2 equal to 180. Tell me first, is the first one is a valid or not? Yes, it is valid. Who is identifier here? Who is identifier? Underscore speed 1 is identifier. It's a variable name. Who is identifier here? Underscore speed 2 is an identifier. Okay, na? For example, I'm writing string. In Java, string is there. Don't worry, you will learn all these things later. I'm writing car name is equal to Tesla. First of all, tell me, is it valid or not? Could you guys tell me, is it valid or not? Yes, it's valid. You're right, it's valid. You're right. Tell me, car name is identifier. Okay. Let me create another variable. Let's say, for example, some invalid names we want, right? Okay. Let's say uh, inter total into total equal to 100. Is it valid or invalid? It is error, right? It is error. Do you know why it is an error? Total is not identifier because you are adding a special character called at the rate. It is not allowed. Next. Let me create another variable like this. A variable or anything, something like this. Okay. Let's say, for example, guys, you write something like this. Int okay, for example, I'm writing int any name. I want to start with a digit. Okay. Uh, 7. I'm writing 7 is a digit, right? 7. Into 7 wonders is equal to 7. Guys, tell me, is it a valid or invalid? Error. Because you can't start with a digit, right? You can't start with a digit. You're right. You're right. Okay. So these are all some of the examples, guys. So far you have discussed about keywords and we have discussed about what? Identifiers. Okay. Now we want to discuss about what? Data types. Now we are going ahead to discuss about something which is called as what? Data types. Okay. What is identifier? It is a user defined word. Okay. So identifiers means the names assigned to the variables, methods, classes. They are all called as identifiers. Okay. For example, I'm creating a method like this. Okay. To just explain that. Okay. Don't worry. Later you'll understand all these things. Void. Let's say, for example, uh, uh, accelerate. Don't worry. You guys no need to worry about this. Just I'm writing one method like this. Okay. Please try to understand this, guys. Okay. Now you tell me. Okay. Some logic is there inside. This is called method, guys. This is a way of creating a method. Okay. You'll understand about methods later. Method means it can do a task. Method means it is an operation. It is a task. It defines a task. So tell me here, what is the method name? Accelerate. Tell me, is it a valid identifier or not? See the method name accelerate. Is it following the identifier rules or not following it? Just check it and tell me the answer. We just check it now. Is it valid or invalid? This is the name given to the method, guys. Check this. This is parenthesis is a method syntax. Just only check the name accelerate. That's it. Okay, it is valid, guys. It is valid. See, this parenthesis symbol represents method. It's a syntax of the methods creation in Java. But what is the name given? What is the name assigned to the method? Accelerate method. Okay, it is valid. I'm writing here. Accelerate is an identifier. Hope you guys got this point. Next one, guys. So far, we have discussed about keywords and then we have discussed about identifiers. Next, we are going to understand. These are all basic, very, very basic things, sir. Okay. Now we are going to understand data type. Look at this. First here, we discuss about keyword. Right? After keyword, here we started with identifier. You guys got my point? We have discussed about what here? Identifier. I just want to write here identifier. First we have keyword. Next we have identifier. Now we want to understand about data type. Data type. Okay, guys. Everybody understand? Basically, Java is called strongly typed programming language. Okay. What is the meaning of strongly typed programming language? Its meaning every variable must have a data type. Suppose you see the variable called int underscore speed1 is equal to 80. What is the data type of this variable? Int. Int is one data type. String is one data type in Java, nothing but a class in Java. Okay, data type in Java. Okay. Float is a data type. Double is a data type. Like that, different data types are available. I'm going to tell you that. But why Java is called strongly typed programming language? Its meaning is every variable must have a data type. Okay. Everybody is getting this point now. Very good. So what a data type tells, it defines the kind of data that variable can hold. See, everybody understand this? I'll explain. Don't worry, I'll explain this. See, what I'm trying to say is, if I create, okay, if I create, please understand, if I create uh, something like this, double price, tell me, okay, tell me, this is variable. What is the variable? Price is a variable. Is a name assigned to the variable is price. What is the name I'm assigning to the variable here? Price. What is the data type I'm assigning? Double. Okay, means what this double defines? This variable can hold decimal point value because price is a decimal point value. Price may be having decimal point value, right? Are you getting my point? 81.5 rupees. Okay, or 81.7 rupees. Like that, you are getting, well, after adding the GST and all, you are getting something like that for a price of an item. So guys, so am I clear? Okay, so am I clear with what I'm trying to explain you? Okay, good to know. Good to know. So every data type will define the type of data or the kind of data that a variable can store. Okay, so I'm going to tell you all the data types. For example, if I'm creating a variable like this, what Boolean is alive. First of all, I have a question. Can we, guys, can we create a variable with the name is alive? Can I assign a name uh, is alive for a variable? Can I assign a name for this variable as is alive? Is it following the rules? Yes, it's valid. You're right. You're right. Nice, sir. Nice. Good. Tell me, what is the data type that I have defined for this is alive? Boolean. Means what kind of data this variable can hold? Boolean value. Boolean value means what? Either true or false. If that person is alive, it is true. If that person is already died, false. For example, exactly. Okay, na? I think I'm pretty clear with what I'm trying to explain you. Am I clear with that? Okay, good. So I want to type statement here. Okay, a data type. Okay, a data type defines the kind of data that a variable can store, otherwise can hold anything. Any word you can write, no problem. The kind of data that a variable can hold. Next, Java is a strongly typed programming language. Okay, it means every variable, okay, must contain or must have a data type. Is a strongly typed programming language, which means every variable must have a data type. Hope I'm clear. Next statement. I'm explaining. See, there are two categories of data types are available in Java. Okay, na? One category is called primitive data type, and the second category is called non-primitive data type, which is also called as reference data type. Primitive data type and reference data type. It is also called as a non-primitive data type. Like that, there are two categories of data types are available. Primitive data types means they will store values. Non-primitive data types means they will store objects. Okay. We are going to discuss about objects later in arrays programming, in strings programming, in OOPS programming. You are going to learn all these things. Okay, na? Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Functions does not have data type. Sheetal asked a question. Functions does not have data type. Functions have return type. That is not called data type. That is return type. Data type will not be there for function. Function will have return type, not data type. Okay. Good. Okay. So Java is a strongly typed programming language. It means every variable must have a data type. Now, in Java, there are two categories of data types. Two categories of data types. Could you guys tell me what are the two categories of data types? One is primitive. One is primitive data types. Second one is non-primitive or reference. Any word I can use. Non-primitive, otherwise reference data types. Java has two categories of data types. One is primitive data types. Second one is called non-primitive data types, which are also called as reference data types. Okay, na? Now we want to understand. Okay, we'll go ahead. Non-primitive data types means they will store objects. Primitive data types means they will store values. Currently, we can only discuss primitive data types, but we cannot discuss reference data types. Okay. In arrays and strings and OOPS, we are going to see reference data types, but currently primitive data types only. So primitive data types, okay, stores simple values. Next, reference data types stores objects. So when we are discussing about arrays concept, or when we are discussing about what is that strings, and when you are discussing about OOPS, in all these topics, we are going to see reference data types. But until we start with that arrays topic, when we are in the basic control structures and programming, so then we are going to use all primitive data types first. Okay, na? Right. Am I clear with that? Okay. Right. So first we want to understand all the primitive data types available in Java. There are 8 primitive data types are available in Java. 8, sir. Primitive data types are 8. Okay. Byte, short, int, long. These are all used for integers. Byte means small integers. Short means medium sized integers. Int means standard integers. Large numbers means long. Similarly, float double. Float for small decimal numbers, double for large decimal numbers. Next, we have char and boolean. Char means it can store a single character, and boolean, it can store true or false. Okay. So totally, how many types are available, guys? 8 types are available. These are all called as primitive data types. So let us understand about primitive data types. Better, I will write here. Okay, better I will write here. And each data type also contains a range. Okay. Each data type is also contain a range. So we can also better to have that range also in our table. In my table, I will tell you about range of that data type also. Okay, right. Please understand. I want draw a table here. Then I will copy this table into our document. This table is going to contain what all primitive data types. Okay. Okay, guys. Just a minute. Okay, guys. So I want to see, guys. I want to represent in powers now so that you can understand. Okay. I want to write first of all a table. That's better. I would like to draw one table. First of all, this is primitive data types. Okay, let's have a table. In my table, I am going to write the data type, and I am also going to write the. Okay, I'll fit everything here. I'm going to write the data type. I'm going to write the size, how much size it occupies, and what is the range of it, and what is the default value of it. Our default value is not required currently. No need of default value currently, but okay. I can do one thing. I will write in this way. First data type, then size, okay, then description, then range. That's better, I think. Data type, size, whether 1 byte or 2 bytes or something size. Uh, what else is required for you? Let us say, for example, description. Description is just to write whether it can store large, the whole number or whatever it is. Next, range. Range also important. Description and range. Okay, I think it is enough. I want to draw a table like this. First, let me add them. Then after that, I will draw the table for it. Okay, let's start with this. First, we want to start with the data type called what byte. Okay, do you know how much size that byte is going to occupy? It is going to occupy, guys, it will occupy the size 1 byte. Description, it can store small integers. Okay, and when you come to the range is okay. The range is like minus 128 to plus 127 is a range. Minus 128 to plus 1. This is a range, sir. This is a range of this particular data type. Byte means it will occupy 1 byte. It is for small integers, and the range is from minus 128 to plus 127. Okay. Next, let's say short. Okay. It occupies 2 bytes. The memory allocation is 2 bytes size, 2 bytes. It is for medium sized integers. And the range is minus 32768. Minus 32768 to 32767 is a range for short variable. Next, int occupies 4 bytes. Size of the integer is 4 bytes. And it is for standard numbers or integers. Okay, generally we use by int only most of the time, standard whole numbers. And the range is, here the range we are going to provide in powers. It's range minus 2 power 31 to 2 power 31 minus 1. Minus 2 power 31 to 2 power 31 minus 1. Hope you guys can see this clearly. Okay, next one is long. It occupies 8 bytes. And it is for large integers. Range is minus 2 power 63. Minus 2 power 63 to 2 power 63 minus 1. Hope I'm clear for you. Nice guess. Next, let's say float. Float occupies 4 bytes size. And it is for small decimal numbers. Small decimal numbers. Or decimal values, anything. Small decimal values are small decimal numbers. You can write, could be anything, values or numbers, it's up to you, but it is for small decimal values or for small decimal numbers. Anything. And the range is minus 2 power. Okay. It is float na. It is 128. So minus 2 power 128. Approximately 2 power 128 minus 1. It is even not minus 1, 2 power 128 only. Approximately is the range. Minus 2 power 128 to plus 2 power 1, not minus 1, plus 2 power 128. Next for double. Okay. It occupies 8 bytes. Size 8 bytes for double. It is for large decimal numbers. And the range is minus 2 power 1024. Minus 2 power 1024 to 2 power 1024. 2 power 1024. Okay. Next, what do we want after this? There are two more, char and boolean. Char. In Java, char variable occupies 2 bytes. It stores a single character. Okay. And it is not a number to specify, so there is no range we can define for char. Okay. Simply we are leaving the range for that. So next one is for boolean. Boolean. Remember, boolean occupies 1 bit. See, remember, it is not 1 byte, sir, only 1 bit. Don't confuse with this. It will occupy 1 bit, not 1 byte, 1 bit only. Okay, it will store boolean value. Stores a boolean value. And there is no range for this, only true or false. So guys, am I clear with all the 8 primitive data types here? Am I clear with all the primitive data types here? 8 primitive data types. Am I clear with that? So did you guys understood about all the 8 primitive data types here? Yes. Now I want to put one table for this so that you guys can properly understand this. Okay. Let's have a lines for them. Let's have a lines for them. Just a minute, sir. Selected wrong one. Just I want to draw a kind of a table for you so that all the primitive data types I can cover in one diagram. So hope I'm clear with you guys. Hope I'm clear with you, right? So I want to copy this into our document. I want to copy this diagram into our document. Okay. So I'm not getting in a single page. Okay, I will do one thing. I will copy this table and on top of this, I will add primitive data types. So hope I'm clear with you guys. Okay, na? Hope I'm clear with you, right? Good guys. This last line I will draw manually. It is going to somewhere. This last line. Okay, done. So did you guys understood And am I clear so far? Okay, right, guys. Good to go. Good to go. Okay, right? Okay, okay, right. So this is the table that you all guys need to know. Suppose if they ask in interview, tell me what is the range of integer in Java, or how much size int will occupy. What is the answer to say? 4 bytes. Okay, what is the range? Minus 2 power 31 to 2 power 31 minus 1. Like that we can say. If they ask for the range of short, minus 2 power, sorry, minus 32768 to 32767. Okay. If I assign a value which is crossing this range, we are going to get error. We will get error if the value crosses the range. So am I clear with that? Am I clear with that? Okay. Good to know. So this is a table, guys. Everybody focus here. Now we got to know about reference data types. We'll see in later arrays, strings, and in collections programming. OOPS programming, and everywhere you are going to see objects. But currently, only you should know about one type of data types. Who are they? The only one type of data types that you guys need to know is what? Primitive data types. So hope I'm clear for you. So far, whatever we discuss is okay for you, right? What we have discussed here so far, guys, we have discussed about what and what today. Keywords we have discussed. Identifiers also we have discussed. And data types also we have discussed. Okay. Now look at this. Some of the examples I'm writing here. Example 1. See, byte b1 is equal to understand minus minus 156, or let's say minus 128. So I'll say minus 108. Tell me, is it a valid statement or invalid statement? Yes, it is in the range, right? It is within the range of, yes, it is within the range of minus 128 to plus 127. Yes, valid. Next, byte b2 is equal to, please understand, b2 is equal to, okay, 1 126 is valid or invalid? Valid. No discussion, it's valid. Next I'm writing byte b3 is equal to, understand, okay, understand, yes, 110, is it valid or invalid? Valid, no doubt. Byte b4 is equal to b2 plus b3. Now tell me, is it valid or invalid? Folks, nice. Your answer is correct. Your answer is correct. It is invalid. See, guys, what is B2? 126. What is B3? 110. 126 plus 110 is equal to 236. But what is the range of the byte? It can store the value from minus 128 to 127 only. But your answer is 236. This is error. Am I clear with you? Guys, am I clear with you? Why it is error? You got it? Next example. Example 2. Example 2. Got it now? Example 2. Look at this. Okay. Float, float, float. My variable name, x. Float x is equal to 3.64. Remember, in Java, this is error. Why it is error, sir? It is in the range of minus 2 to the power of 128 to 2 to the power of 128 only. Then why I am getting an error here? The error is whenever you are assigning any value to the float variable, you must suffix that value with a letter called f. That is a syntax in Java. That is a syntax in Java that you guys must follow the syntax. So am I clear with that? Look at this. Float x is equal to 3.64 f. This is valid. If I write float x is equal to 3.64 f, this is also valid. Folks, am I clear with you? Why? Remember, when you are assigning any value to the float variable, that value must contain a suffix letter f or f in uppercase or f in lowercase. If you don't type f either in uppercase or in lowercase, then you are going to get the error. For float, remember this, for float, not for double, only for float. Only for float, remember, only for float, the value must end with f, either in uppercase or in lowercase. So, am I clear so far, guys? Right? Good, good. So, let's do one thing, guys. We'll stop our session for today here only. Okay. Today, we will stop the session just here itself, and we will continue the session tomorrow. As I said already, we have the sessions from Monday to Saturday, except Sunday. The classes will be there from Monday to Saturday. Okay. So tomorrow, I will give you more information about these data types. And also, we are going to discuss tomorrow about writing some programs on Eclipse and how to read the input from user, what is Java API. So I'm going to cover a lot of things tomorrow. Don't miss the class. Okay, na? Even though it's a Saturday or if you are feeling it's a weekend, but still, please try to attend the class. Please try to attend the class very regularly. Okay. Kiran, actually, I want to tell you everyone, as part of this Java Fullstack development program, we will be covering in the front end HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, and React.js. Remember, it is not Angular, it is React.js. Okay, because React is more important for Java development. Angular is good for .NET development or Python development, but when it comes to Java side, React is more popularly used in the front end development. That's why we will be providing React.js in the front end. Okay, not the Angular. Suppose if you want to learn Angular, then you can join Angular class, but it's a separate course, separate fee you need to pay. But as part of the full stack course development, we are going to provide you React.js. You don't need to pay anything for React. Database, any database you can learn, sir. Database, we are going to provide you one SQL database and one NoSQL database. SQL database means we are going to teach you Oracle, MySQL like that. One NoSQL database means we are going to teach you MongoDB. Good. Next. Sandesh asked a question. Are we going to get real time? Yeah, we have a separate batch for that. Not now. We will teach in that the entire real-time project development with all the real-time tools and real-time deployments. There is a separate batch for that. That is called JRTP, Java Real-Time Project. That you are going to learn after once Spring Framework and once you enter into Spring Boot, then we are going to start that batch also, JRTP. In that, you will get all the real-time projects. How you can develop real-time projects, what is low-level design, what is high-level design document. And next, you are also going to understand about how to use all the real-time tools, like how to use Jira and how to use a unit testing tool called JUnit. Okay, and how can you use GitHub? How can you use Jenkins? Okay, and many other tools. How can you use Logger tool, code coverage tool, code analysis tool, like that. Okay, all will cover in that. Don't worry. Maven, Gradle, all. In database, you can learn both SQL database and NoSQL database. Both you can learn. No problem. SQL database will be covered in Oracle class when you are attending the Oracle batch. NoSQL database will cover in Spring. While working with the Spring framework, we will cover NoSQL database called MongoDB. Okay, guys. Any other questions or shall we log off the class? Tomorrow, don't miss the class. Okay, tomorrow we will be discussing important things. Tomorrow we are discussing important things. Nobody, okay, should be absent for this. Okay, don't feel that it's a Saturday. I'm busy or I can't attend. Okay.